this video, we are going to see if Madden 22 can correctly predict the NFL draft. So after about 20 painstaking hours of me trading players, getting all the rosters in the NFL correct, we are finally here. We're going to go ahead and start the draft process. So with the first pick, it was Travon Walker. A little bit of a surprise pick. He measured ridiculously in the combine that let him jump up. His potential is through the roof. So let's go ahead and skip. And it was Aiden Hutchinson. So Aiden Hutchinson was supposed to go to the Detroit Lions. So let's see who the Lions are going to pick. I say that they'll probably end up picking Ekwonu or Neal here. And they do. They go with Ekwonu. So they take away the Panthers pick. So we're 2 picks in. Both have been shaken up. Now here we are with the Texans. The Texans went out and kind of jumped the gun, I think, a little bit in getting Derek Stingley Jr. Again, they need lineman help. I think they'll probably go with Evan Neal. Oh, and they go with Travon Walker. So 2 of the 3 picks are correct in a sense. They're just not in the right order. That's actually kind of surprising on Madden's part. Then the Jets get Evan Neal. So here we are, 4 picks in. Not 1 pick has been correct. The Jets, of course, getting Ahmad Garner, the cornerback from Cincinnati. And here we go, the Giants. The first correct pick gets Kayvon Thibodeaux. There's 1. Charles Cross goes to the Panthers, who I think a lot of people had Charles Cross going to the Panthers. They're in desperate need of lineman help. So they get that here. So that means the Seahawks are not going to be able to get Cross at the, what is that, the 9th spot. So the Giants are here now without any linemen. All 3 are gone. What are they going to decide to do? And they take Malik Willis. Malik Willis is going to New York, so that shakes things up. The Falcons are next, and the Falcons decided to go with Drake London. So let's see if they get Drake London. Kyle Hamilton. Wow. So they decided to go safety and get Kyle Hamilton. Wow. All right. So let's go ahead and skip to this next one. We know the Seahawks have already out. They go with Trent McDuffie. So the Seahawks are trying to build the Legion of Boom against. They take the Kansas City Chiefs pick in like with a 21st round. And here we go. Jermaine Johnson out of Florida State going to the Jets. Jermaine Johnson was picked by the Jets, but at the 26th overall pick. You know what? I'm going to count that. That's 2 picks right. The Saints decide to get Drake London over Chris Olave. So they do get wide receiver, but they just switch up because Drake London was not on the board for the Saints. They obviously go Chris Olave. Now the Lions ended up taking Jamison Wilson here, wide receiver, but here they take Jordan Davis, who was taken by the Eagles. So they snake a pick from the Eagles. The Eagles could have picked him, and the Eagles go with Ahmad Garner. So they get a little bit of a value pick there, taking Ahmad Garner early or later in the draft at 13. So now we have the Ravens on the board, and they take Trevor Benning. So things have been shaken up. Trevor Benning was going to the Chargers, and the Ravens ended up taking Kyle Hamilton. So interesting here that the Ravens solidify that line for Lamar Jackson. Now Kenyon Green was supposed to go here for the Texans. Let's see what happens. Devin Lloyd, they decide to go middle linebacker. Washington decides to go defense again with Ron Rivera, and they get David Ajobu. Next up was the Chargers, and the Chargers take Devontae Wyatt. So here we are, 18 picks in, and we haven't even gotten 3 picks right. The Titans are on the board, and they decide to go Garrett Wilson. So they do get a wide receiver. I think they ended up getting Trayvon Burks. Garrett Wilson was going to the Jets, so he falls and goes to the Titans. The Saints ended up taking Trevor Penning. I think I said the Chargers did, but I meant the Saints. The Saints get Matt Corral, and now you see that with the Steelers. Get Derek Stingley. Kenny Pickett was still on the board. They need a quarterback, but they decide to go with Derek Stingley Jr. out of LSU. The Chiefs go with Lewis Sine, and then George Karlaftis, I can't ever say his name right, out of Purdue, goes to Green Bay. I'm pretty sure that the Kansas City Seahawks or the Kansas City Chiefs ended up taking George there from Purdue. And just like that, the Bills make the correct pick. So that is 3. If the Cowboys select Tyler Smith, no, they go Tyler Linderbaum, which is probably who they should have picked anyways. Now, the Ravens take Tyler Linderbaum. So who are they going to go here? And they go with Travis Jones, defensive tackle out of Connecticut. So now the Jets took Jermaine Johnson earlier, and I think that they ended up taking Garrett Wilson. So that's off the board. Will they decide to go wide receiver here and take Chris Olave? No, they go Nakobe Dean, middle linebacker. That's interesting. So I'm going to say if the Patriots select Cole Strange on this draft for Madden. Again, I'm going to give somebody $50. Breece Hall goes to the Jags. That's kind of a weird pick. That's probably the first one that's been kind of weird for Madden. So far, it's been pretty good. 27 picks in, and they finally make what I would consider a mistake. And then here we go again. Here, now things are starting to fall off the rails. Does Cole Strange go to the Patriots? Let's find out. No, Bernard Raymond, left tackle, Central Michigan, sure up that line for Mac Jones. Now, the Chiefs ended up taking George Karlaftis, or however you say it. I can never say his name. And they go with Chris Olave, so they do get a wide receiver to help fill that void of Tyreek Hill being gone. So we've got 2 picks left. If either one of them are right, I will give $50 to 2 people down in the comments who have said something. It's got to be Daxton Hill, and Lewis Science already gone. So it's really just, this is up. Daxton Hill? No, it's Andrew Booth Jr. So we're going to finish this off. Last pick here of the first round, and it's going to be Zion Johnson. So out of all that, 32 picks, only 3 were correct. After me doing all of that work, Madden is only able to get 3 of them right. I set up everything and they only get 3. I think that's probably a problem. Don't you think so?